Willie Nelson's much-anticipated appearance on The View took an unexpected turn this morning when a spirited discussion with co-host Joy Behar quickly spiraled into a heated confrontation. The country music legend, who was there to promote his latest album and upcoming tours, initially appeared relaxed, strumming his guitar softly during the show's introduction. But within minutes, seemingly light-hearted conversation about his long career took a sharp, intense detour. The exchange began innocently enough, with Joy Behar praising Willie's decades of musical influence. However, she then pivoted to asking pointed questions about his outspoken political views and activism, particularly his stance on certain controversial topics. Willie, known for his candidness, didn't hold back, offering direct and sometimes blunt responses. As the conversation unfolded, the studio audience could sense the growing tension. Joy pushed further, challenging some of Willie's statements, while he countered with his signature slow drawl and dry wit. Their back and forth began to feel less like a friendly interview and more like a verbal sparring match. Things escalated when Joy interrupted Willie mid-sentence to clarify one of his remarks. The country star paused, set his guitar aside, and fixed her with a piercing look. "If you're going to ask me a question, let me answer it," he said, his tone calm but laced with irritation. Joy, never one to back down, retorted with a sharp comment about keeping things honest for the viewers at home. Willie responded with a chuckle, but it was the kind that made the room colder rather than warmer. The audience gave a nervous laugh, unsure whether to take it lightly or seriously. Co-host Whoopi Goldberg attempted to intervene, suggesting they take a breather and steer the conversation back toward music. But Joy pressed on, asking Willie to elaborate on his criticism of certain government policies, a topic he seemed reluctant to revisit on live television. Willie shook his head, leaned back in his chair, and said, "I came here to talk about music, not to get into a shouting match." The remark drew applause from some in the audience, but seemed to frustrate Joy even more. At this point, the interview's energy had shifted entirely. The other co-hosts looked visibly uncomfortable, with Sonny Hostin glancing toward the producers off camera. Willie, sensing the situation was going nowhere productive, stood up and adjusted his trademark bandana. "I think I've said all I need to say," he remarked, slinging his guitar strap over his shoulder. His voice remained steady, but there was a finality to it that made everyone realize he was serious. Joy tried to interject, telling him they still had time left in the segment. Willie gave her a polite nod, but replied, "Time's up for me." He said was met with a mix of gasps and applause from the audience. Without another word, Willie walked toward the side of the stage. The cameras tried to follow, but producers quickly cut to a wide shot of the co-hosts at the table. Joy sat back in her chair, pursing her lips, while Whoopi muttered something under her breath and signaled for a commercial break. As the show faded to a commercial, murmurs from the audience could still be heard. Social media erupted within minutes, with clips of the moment circulating on Twitter and Instagram, sparking fierce debates about whether Willie had been disrespected or if he'd overreacted. By the time the show returned from break, Willie was long gone from the set. Whoopi addressed the viewers briefly, saying, "Well, folks, sometimes conversations get a little too real. We wish Willie all the best with his new album." Meanwhile, Joy avoided commenting directly on the incident during the rest of the broadcast, instead shifting focus to the next guest. But the tension from the earlier clash lingered, leaving fans and critics alike buzzing about the day Willie Nelson walked off The View. Backstage reports later revealed that Willie left the building immediately, declining to speak with producers or pose for promotional photos. Whether he'll ever return to The View remains uncertain, but But one thing's clear. This will go down as one of the show's most unforgettable moments. Asterisk.